Hello everyone. So in today's video of chapter electrochemistry, I'll be talking about molar conductivity and degree of dissociation of weak electrolytes, measurement of conductivity. Then I'll be talking about types of electrochemical cells and what are electrochemical cells. Molar conductivity and degree of dissociation of weak electrolytes. The degree of dissociation V or U, it is represented by alpha of weak electrolyte is related to molar conductivity of a given concentration C by alpha is equal to lambda C upon lambda naught. Lambda C is molar conductivity of weak electrolyte at concentration C and lambda naught is the molar conductivity at zero concentration. Now, how to calculate or how to measure conductivity? The conductivity of a solution can be determined from the resistance measurements by Wheatstone bridge. And conductivity cell, first I need to tell you about it. The conductivity cell consists of large glass tube with two platinum plates coated with thin layer of finely divided platinum black, and this is achieved by the electrolysis of the solution of chloroplatinic acid. The cell is dipped in the solution whose resistance need to be calculated. This is the appearance of conductivity cell, and I am going to calculate the resistance of this solution. Now the next term which we need to know here is cell constant. The conductivity of an electrolytic solution is given by K is equal to 1 upon R multiplied by L upon A. For a given cell, the ratio of separation, which is L, between the two electrodes is divided by cross-sectional area A, and it is called cell constant. So I can say here cell constant is equal to L upon A. SI unit of cell constant is centimeter inverse. Or if I am relating to this cell constant to this K, so K is equal to cell constant upon R. For determining the conductivity, it requires three steps. Step number 1 is determination of cell constant. The cell constant is determined using 1 molar or 0.1 molar or 0.01 molar KCl solution. The conductivity of KCl solution is well tabulated at various temperatures. The resistance of KCl solution is measured by Wheatstone bridge. This is Wheatstone bridge. Here AB is the uniform wire, Rx is the variable known resistance present which is placed or present at the one arm of Wheatstone bridge. Conductivity of cell containing KCl solution of unknown resistance is placed on the other arm of the Wheatstone bridge, and D is the current detector which is right here, and F is the sliding contact which is moving along this AB. AC is representing the source of alternating current. The sliding contact is moved along with AB until no current will flow. The detector showed there would be no deflection. That reading would be noted, or that null point would be noted at point C. According to Wheatstone bridge principle, R solution upon L, which is AC, is equal to Rx upon L, which is of BC. Hence, we obtain R solution by length, which is AC, upon length of BC multiplied by Rx. By measuring length AC and BC and knowing Rx, the resistance of KCl solution will be calculated, and the cell constant is KCl multiplied by R solution. So the conductivity of KCl is known and the cell constant can be calculated. Now, step 2, determination of conductivity of given solution. KCl solution in conductivity cell in step 1 is replaced by the given solution whose conductivity need to be measured. Its resistance is measured by step 1 process, and The conductivity would be given by cell constant upon R or resistance of the solution. And the third step of the calculation of molar conductivity, it would be obtained by this formula, which is lambda is equal to 1000 K upon C. Now electrochemical cells. An electrochemical cell consists of two metal plates, or you can say two electrodes, and those electronic conductors are dipped in the electrolyte, or you can say in ionic conductor. Now the electrochemical reactions. The chemical reactions occurring at electrochemical cell, which are involving the transference of electrons from one species to another species, which is also considered as the redox reaction, are the chemical reactions. And electrochemical reactions are made up of oxidation and reduction half reactions. The oxidation half reaction occur at one electrode, and the reduction half reaction used to occur at another electrode. And the net cell reaction is the sum of these two half reactions. Let's talk about electrodes. Electrodes are the surface on which the oxidation and reduction half reaction takes place. Electrodes may or may not be participate in reaction. The electrodes which do not part in the reaction, which do not take part in the reaction, are inert electrodes. Cathode is an electrode at which the reduction takes place. At this electrode, the species undergoing reduction gains electrons, and anode is the one where the oxidation reaction takes place, and at this electrode the oxidation reaction happen where there would be a losing of electrons, maybe one or more than one. Now, types of electrochemical cell. There are two types of electrochemical cell. Number one is electrolytic cell, and number two is galvanic cell or voltaic cell. Electrolytic cell, in this type of cell, non-spontaneous reaction, that is electrolysis, is forced to occur by passing direct current from the external source into the solution. In such cells, electrical energy is converted into chemical energy. In this cell, the anode of electrolytical cell is positive and cathode is negative. Second type is galvanic cell. Galvanic cell is also called as voltaic cell, and in this cell, spontaneous chemical reaction produce electricity. In these cells, chemical energy is converted into electrical energy. The anode of galvanic cell is negative and cathode is positive. Now, as we understood electrolytic cell, so let's talk about electrolysis of molten sodium chloride. Let's talk about the construction first. The electrolytic cell consists of a container where we used to take molten sodium chloride. Here it is placed, and two graphite electrodes are immersed into it, and they are connected by the wires or metallic wires to the source of direct current, that is battery. Here the carbon electrode connected to terminal electrode of battery is anode, and negative terminal of battery is cathode. Now, the reaction occurring in the cell. Fused sodium chloride contains sodium ion and chloride ions, right, and which are very much freely move in the solution. When potential is applied, cathode attracts sodium ion and anode attracts chloride ions. As these are charged particles, their migration results in electric current, and when these ions reach their respective electrode, they got discharged according to the cell reaction. Now, what all are the cell reactions? So, first half reaction, that is oxidation half reaction at anode. Chloride ion will migrate to anode and lose its electron to transform into chlorine atoms. Two chlorine atoms combine to give you chlorine gas at anode. Now these two electrons will be migrated to cathode, where these electrons will be accepted by sodium ion to transform into sodium metal. On adding these reactions, we would be obtaining net cell reaction, which is sodium ion plus 2 chloride ions giving you sodium metal and chlorine gas. This is overall cell reaction. So the result of sodium chloride is a pale green chlorine gas at anode, molten silvery white sodium formed at cathode, and we can say ultimately when electrical energy is supplied, decomposition of sodium chloride happens to give us sodium metal and chlorine gas. Now let's talk about electrolysis of aqueous sodium chloride. Electrolysis of aqueous sodium chloride can be carried out in the cell using electrolysis for molten sodium chloride using inert electrode, which are graphite, but only thing is fused sodium chloride is replaced by moderately concentrated aqueous solution of sodium chloride. And let's talk about the reduction half reaction at cathode. At cathode, two reduction reaction used to happen. One is the reduction of sodium ion into sodium metal. Here its standard electrode potential would be minus 2.71 volts, and another reaction is water is taking up electrons to give you hydrogen gas and hydroxyl ions with standard electrode potential this. The standard electrode potential for reduction of water is higher than the reduction of sodium ion. This implies that water has much greater tendency to get reduced than sodium ions. Hence, this second reaction is considered as cathode reaction when aqueous sodium chloride is electrolyzed. Now, the half reaction happening as anode. At anode, there will be competition between the chloride ions and water to get oxidized. Chloride is converting into chlorine gas, after removal of 2 electrons, and its electrode potential is minus 1.36 volt. And water is also transforming into oxygen and hydrogen ions. Its electrode potential is minus 0.4 volt. The standard electrode potential for oxidation of water is greater than chloride ion, or water has greater tendency to undergo oxidation. It is expected that anode half reaction would be the oxidation of water, but experiments have shown that the gas produced at anode is chlorine, not oxygen gas. So, this suggests that the anode reaction is oxidation of chloride ion into chlorine gas because of the over voltage, and this reason is not going to be explained in class 12. Will be learned later. So you can say overall cell reaction would be chlorine is transforming into chloride ion is transforming into chlorine gas at anode, and at cathode water is converting into hydrogen gas and hydroxyl ions to give you this cell reaction. And because sodium ions remain unreacted and hydroxyl ions which are coming from cathode remain unreacted, we will obtain NaOH solution also after the electrolysis of aqueous sodium chloride. Thank you.